Blimey! Sorry I'm late. Bloody traffic jam. Don't worry, I'm on my way. Where was that path again? Let me check my map. Oh, right, there you are. I'm coming. Oh, sorry, where are my manners? I'm Pierce. They call me the off-road specialist, but simply off-roader will do. Pleased to meet you, my friend. I'm going to do my best to share my knowledge and scout the field ahead, so you can avoid any nasty surprises. Lesson 1. Always know your environment. Word? What's that? Okay, hold on tight. You're gonna love this. Now that's what I call a bloody landing, my friend. Whoa! So, a Toyota Tacoma. Great choice. A bit modern for my taste, but Japanese trucks are more than reliable. This descent is going to be shaky. You'll need to keep your speed up if you want your suspension to hold. A beach full of wrecks! Glorious! Couldn't have imagined a better first meeting.
Our next event is a few kilometers away. Feel free to follow the shore for a while. When it comes to off-roading, there are a surprising number of viable vehicles. You might think that only a sturdy, high-up four-wheel drive could do the job, but there are actually way more options. Tried the quads and modern dirt track cars. Now it's time to go with a more compact and versatile option, the motorbike. Our choice, the BMW R1200 GS. allow for an entirely different style of driving. So we're able to put you out on a very special route. Certified daredevils only. Trust me, you're not ready for this.
Okay, I'm right above you. Let's do this. You're biking this time. Not quite the same experience, but I can tell from up here, you're gonna have a lot of fun. Wow, nice! And it gets better. Wait for it. And here it comes. Whoa! Oh my days, that was insane! You guys are even crazier than I am. Shall we have another go? Obviously that's the plan, but we have to climb back up the mountain first. That is an awesome bike you got there. A BMW R1200 GS. On top. It's time to give it your all, my friend. Full speed. Oh God, hold on to your clutch. Touchdown.
Take a deep breath. Where I'm taking you, oxygen is scarce. You're literally about to burn the rubber off your tires. And that's not all. Okay, no more teasing. We're talking SSV race in high altitude. A mad ride.
SSV race on top of a volcano? Damn! I'm so glad I signed up for this. I'll fly around and get better visibility on the track. This soil is extremely hard, dry and rocky, a real car breaker. Luckily, the shock absorbers you got on that thing are made for this kind of turf. Jump after the cave. This trail is beyond crazy. Motorfest really went all out with this experience. first lap. One more to go. These little buggers skid on every turn. It's like a buggy, but with bigger brakes and more comfort. I need one. Keep left, my friend. The finish line is coming up. Fire! Machine. I wonder if the Motorfest would be willing to give some of these babies away.
Will continue with the traditional off-road discipline, the cross-country rally. Try not to blush. You'll be up against some real stars. The Porsche 959 Raid, the Volkswagen Touareg, or even the Mini Countryman. A whole bunch of vehicles with victories on the biggest rallies in the world.
Here we go again. Same deal. I'll check the way from up here and give you a heads up when the rough patches are coming. Let me be the Chewy to your Han. A rally raid. The Motorfest sure knows how to seduce me with adventure. And a river runs through it. You've got to cross the river again. Watch out for the current. There's no rescue winch in this chopper. is like an old-fashioned rugby player. 400 horsepower under a 70-year-old bonnet. That's how we make them in the UK. Change of course, port side. I've done races in South Africa almost as exciting as this one. They were actually quite similar, except they had walking giraffes instead of floating goats. On your right, after the bridge. Expect a little surprise after this jump. They've pulled out all the stops for you. Go cross that line.
The next race takes us on an expedition to explore the east of the island. Meadows, mountains, dirt roads and beaches. A programme at the crossroads of off-roading. To accompany you in such a race, a famous lady with more experience than any other car, especially prepped for the occasion. The 1967 Volkswagen Beetle Rally Raid version. Even today, the Beetle still competes in the world's top rallies due to its iconic status and timeless look. Isn't just for show, that it can handle its own against the toughest contenders.
the hell is that goat doing in the sky? Get out of the way, you big... Whew, close call. Great! New terrain! That's part of the beauty of this island. Its incredible diversity of topography. Get ready to turn left on the hill. Amazing! This valley is simply gorgeous. It reminds me of when I crossed the Atacama Desert back in my own old Beetle. I got lost for 4 days, but eventually made it, all thanks to the old bugger. A beautiful love story. Until the engine broke down and I exchanged it for a donkey. Uh-oh, this is going to be tough. No, it's okay, don't mind me, just keep your foot down. Can you see the ocean, my friend? That is where we're going. Straight on. Okay, you're almost there. I can see the finish line from up here. Well done! That Beetle's still got it.
If you're in the mood for a little jungle tour. Grab your backpack and try not to get lost. As beautiful as it might be, I'm in no mood for spending a night among the local fauna.
compadre. I see you've embarked on a 4x4 race through the jungle. That's bold. Call me Captain Obvious, but watch out for the trees. No sandy deserts in Hawaii, just beaches everywhere. Make the most of it. The wet sand is perfect for going at high speed. You're vanishing into the canopy. Even my eagle eyes can't follow you. I'll catch up with you when you come out of the rainforest. Okay down there? Still alive? Got you, my friend. Welcome back. How did you like that little jungle cruise? Wow. Okay, listen up. During the next few seconds, no matter what happens, do not close your eyes. You'll soon be out of sight again. If you end up in the mud, don't panic. The Rubicon's traction and huge 33-inch tyres are the best safety insurance you can get. See you at the finish line.
last race, one final shot of adrenaline to finish this off-roading experience on top of the podium. I think it's safe to say that riding atop the Waimea Valley will be the true high point of this series. Are somewhat narrow for large machines. We'll give you a more suitable vehicle, a motocross bike. The Kawasaki KX450F, to be specific, a bike that truly lives up to its reputation. Your opponent for this trial? The clock. You heard me. We're going for a good old time attack. Wild enough to make it on your own?
Bloody hell! How did you get up here? Even my chopper is having a heart attack. So what beast did they get you for this trail? Let me see. Looks like a swift, maneuverable motorcycle, signature lime green. Say no more. This has got to be the one and only KX450. Then, ride, climb, fly! Anything's possible with this ride! What a sight! I've seen a fair share of them, but this landscape is going to be etched in my memory forever. You couldn't be more on the edge. Last time I saw something like this was in Bolivia. The Yungas Road, or the Death Road, they called it. view. The landscapes of this island are really breathtaking. Then brace for the slope. It's a steep, narrow and technical one. Be extra careful. Whoa! Do not miss that bridge down there. Huge right turn. And back to civilization. Awe-inspiring adventure, my friend. It was brilliant. I've got to go now, but I look forward to doing this again.
Make sure to get your vehicle reward, driver. That championship was a wild roller coaster, and you nailed it. As always, an awesome prize is waiting for you at the container. I won't tell you what it is yet, but you can guess it'll be the kind of vehicle that can take you anywhere. Through coursing rivers, deep canyons, and across the greatest stretches of unplundered wilderness. The series experiences you'll find at the Motorfest might all focus on stiff competition, but they're far from identical. Each series is based on its own specific motorsports field. That's the whole beauty of it. You just witnessed it with this playlist. Clearly not your average showdown, right? Different series, different sensations. But one thing is sure. As far as views, thrills and wilderness goes, this off-road experience will be tough to beat. playlist is ready to try. Let's go try it. I'm sure you've missed the thrill of off-road racing. Well, then you'll be happy to sign up for this new expedition. There are plenty of off-road sites you've yet to discover. So get your backpack. We're going deeper into off-road addiction, under the careful curation of our home specialist, Pierce, the off-roader himself. Off-Roading Addict Volume 2, the Motorfest series. The island still has a few secrets to unveil. You'll see. to the next objective. This playlist is taking a wildlife documentary approach. Pierce has already ventured out on all the trails you're about to discover. He scouted the fields, marked out the paths, and chose the right vehicles. Busy, so he's not going to be with you live. But he's been making voice logs during his journey and has shared them with you. Those recordings will be accompanying you for every event on this playlist. Did Pierce gauge the adrenaline levels for this playlist? You be the judge, driver.
Log, Off-Roading Addict, Volume 2, Entry 1. Found this old tape recorder in the mess I call my boot. I mostly use it for shopping lists, but this has got to be a better use for it. Motorfest have sent me on a mission. It's all part of the new off-roading adventure. Here's the plan. I'm going on a solo trip around the island to find the best trails this land can provide. Oh my gosh, I'm buzzing! I'm currently moving along the leeward coast east of the volcano. The view is bonkers. I can see all the way to the ocean. This route though, it's a real quagmire. I'm gonna suggest Motorfest uses that Falcon SSV. I really liked it last time. It's sturdy but agile, perfect for adventurers getting ready for their first battle. hell! Almost caught out by a downhill turn there. Anyone listening, you'd better be careful if you want to finish in one piece. Right. Got a great first route all set, so that's me done for today. I need a place for the night, and this beach will do nicely. It's looking like it'll get cold tonight. Maybe I'll have a look in these wrecks for an old bottle of something to keep me warm. Might get lucky.
After setting up that nice SSV introduction, Pierce, during his little tour of the island, got to push the concept of going off-road to yet just another level. So much so that he's decided to lend you his own special Land Rover Defender for this next event. Back in. You got the gist of it, right? As you progress on these tracks, you'll still be walking in Pierce's footsteps, so I'll keep playing you his recordings. The adventure continues.
But I managed to reach Peacock Flat and I'm ready to scout more terrain. Let's go for a dip. They told me to find new paths. They never said they had to be on land, so down the river. The current like a Pacific salmon. Blimey, got a couple of them fish stuck on my back seat. Hang on, guys. My little friends on the back seat have made the supreme sacrifice. I completely forgot to throw them back in the water. Oh, this is heartbreaking. That path is magnificent, though. It's got everything off-roading addicts crave. I mean, just look at these caves. Aren't they just a dog's bollocks? The festival people are going to need a proper all-rounder to handle this brilliant path. Well, that's decided. I'm giving away my own trusty old Defender for that race. It's a little banged up, but it's the most reliable machine there is and a great companion. I can see on my map there's a passage up north. Looks like an easy downhill straight away. Perfect way to avoid a detour. Oh, I take back what I said. Seems like all the off-road tracks on this island lead to beaches. Well, I suppose that's what you'd expect on an island, and it's actually perfect for our next path. Damn! Lost half my ruddy supplies in the river. But I still have the fish. You didn't die for nothing, lads.
Turbulent experiences. Well, trust me when I tell you that there is more to come. Well, you've already had your SSV experience in the first race. Going to challenge yourself even more in the time attack with a maxi buggy, the Peugeot 3008 DKR. This vehicle is elevated like a tractor, but weighs about as much as a Ferrari Stradale. I don't see how you could not have fun with it.
my pursuit of the best trails has led me to the North Shore. Motorfest wants a crazy race with all the trimmings. Once again, I'm going to give them their money's worth. Wild, rocky beaches are a real challenge. There's no single right path. Adventurers have to use their instincts and find the optimal way to exploit the terrain. I must admit, I wouldn't mind a vehicle with softer suspension than my old Defender right now. Back on white sand. The terrain should get less rocky from now on. June's in sight. It's gonna be bumpy. Now that's hairy ground if ever I saw it. A resort! Civilization. Don't mind me, friends. I'm just passing through. Enjoy your virgin pina coladas. Oh, I made a right mess of their garden. Nah, they'll just send a bill to Motorfest. So, let's talk vehicles. What can I recommend here? It's gotta be an official rally raid survivor, a car with real guts, something French maybe. They do make some nice machines across the channel. How about the Peugeot 3008 DKR? Sturdy, V6 bi-turbo, dynamic. P.S. you old devil, you've done it again. That's the perfect choice. Figured out. This trek is gonna leave you gobsmacked.
A sizzle reel you created, driver. You take to these wild fronts like a duck to water. Speaking of which, I'm getting forecast updates as we speak, and it doesn't look good for the next event. That's funny. Pretty much the same weather Pierce experienced as he was scouting that very part of the field. Pierce's colourful commentary will clue you in on what I mean. little jeep ride through some particularly adventurous and wet terrain. Better wear your raincoat.
Entry 4. As I speak, the weather's rainy as hell. Reminds me of good old Berkshire. Leywood's fields are as muddy as can be. I'm looking for hidden waterfalls. Hopefully, there'll be like a small oasis for the Festival of Adventurers halfway through this intense championship. Motorfest. The Rubicon, with its rugged four-wheel drive underpinnings, is a good option for this kind of terrain. Wait, it doesn't have a roof though. According to my map, I need to go... yes, that's it! Towards Waimea Mountains. Has taken a turn for the worse. It's like a blimmin' monsoon here. Can't see a bloody thing. Ah, here they are. I finally found these waterfalls. Got to say, I was expecting something bigger. Going through a series of curves on a downhill slope. It's a slippery ride, but my old Defender is holding up well. I spoke too soon, I'm stuck. Come on, you old wreck. Show me what your V8 is made of. Had to throw some weight overboard, but I'm finally out of this mess. Hopefully the compact Rubicon should hold better in the same conditions. Whoa, I'm finally through! Gotta find a dry spot to make camp for the night. This rain is a real pain in the backside.
It's all over with the rain, but the fields are still wet. Just the right amount of mud for motorcycling fun. For an all KTM race. I'll let you find out for yourself why he made that choice. Good luck with the race, driver. The track is a real treat, wide and free of traps.
Log, entry 5. My last supplies got stolen by some wild animal last night. I cannot believe this. On the bright side, the rain has eased off and the dirt roads are much more passable now. Ride in the morning with some fun and easy turns. I'll be reaching the wide expanse of Central pretty soon. I should get a whole different topology down there. Let's see how it looks. Here I am. I was right. Wide open countryside tracks. Guaranteed fun. Reminds me of riding motocross in the West Berks fields as a young lad with my cousins. Great stuff. Well, this is what it's gonna be then. A nice open mud playground for some fellow bike lovers to ride to their heart's content. Now, what kind of bike could they give the adventurers? I remember a superb customized KTM in the garage of the festival PR. I didn't quite catch her name. Mula? Honestly, head like a sieve. Well, anyway, she had a hell of a bike. A 450 EXC, probably the best power-to-weight ratio four-stroke I've ever seen. That's it, I got you. Don't know why that's sending me loopy. I've got to be careful. I haven't eaten in a while and Mother Nature might be starting to mess with my mind. Gotta take a break. It's gonna be a long night and I can feel my energy running dangerously low.
This is not the last time you'll be handling bikes in this playlist. right now, you're going for another rugged ride with another four-wheeled vehicle. Also, it's going to be a night one, so keep your eyes peeled. We're almost there, driver. Commentary track on. And well, please keep in mind that what you hear in these audio tracks are authentic, spontaneous reactions of our specialist, recorded in the heat of the moment and shared with you for a truly authentic experience.
I've been running on an empty stomach for days now. And tonight the mighty forces of Hawaii may get me after all. Ominous plants and lurking beasts thinking they can finally get a piece of old Pierce. But no way. I must complete my task. Gotta climb that hill to get an overview. Spot for yet another ride, but not sure I have enough strength remaining to see this through. minute up to my neck. Damn it. These wooden structures seem solid enough, but I need to keep my eyes peeled. There could be cracks or holes anywhere and my tension is failing. Come on, stay awake, P.S. old boy. You're not out of the woods yet. Didn't I already climb that hill? Damn it. I think I'm going in circles. That's it. I think hunger and exhaustion are getting to me. I'm starting to see things. I see goats in the sky. Tall, majestic creatures. They're like gladiators battling across the firmament. Marvelous. Wait a second. What forsaken country am I in? I'm losing it. Pierce's log final entry. If anyone's listening, these are probably my last words. I'm nearing starvation here. Might be about to embark on my last journey. It's okay. I've lived a full life. A beautiful adventure. Oh! A Turkish delight. I've just found a massive stash of sweets under the passenger seat. Alright, I'm back and feeling more alive than ever. Must be this sugar rush. Let's finish this. All I need now is to come up with a car suggestion. Weird visions I had back there. Gladiators in the skies. Silly me. Eureka! The Jeep Gladiator! That's the one. It was here all along. The Jeep as the fighter, the wilderness for its arena. Tell me, listeners, are you not entertained?
Was interesting. Getting closer to the tail end of the playlist. I hope this has been inspiring so far, driver. told you you'd get to ride bikes again, right? Well, here it is. You're in for another biker event. Has specified the KTM 450 yet again. He must be quite fond of that machine. Let's see if you will feel the same after this.
Log, entry number 7. What a great night! See? That's what I like about these wild escapades. You never know what's gonna happen. Anyway, I'm ready to move on. I'm currently driving on the edge of the mountains, and I think this is a route that calls for a bike. Let's see what happens if I keep following the ridge. Settled. This is going to be a bike event. I reckon they should stick with the KTM 450 here. The Austrian queen of the Enduro Kingdom, with its original competition look this time. Those guys know a thing or two about uneven terrain. I can see the Motorfest grounds from here. Glorious! Had to take a little bathroom break before carrying on, and I happened to notice something a little peculiar. Bear prints all over the trail. Here, in the supposedly bear-free Hawaiian wilderness. Bloody mystery, but no time for that kind of monkey business. I've got an event to wrap up. Oh yeah, that section is definitely going to be part of the show. Hell's bells! More bear bear tracks. That's starting to play on my mind, to be honest. The presence of a bear here is theoretically impossible, but I don't know. There could be some mighty nature force at work here. As someone once said, life finds a way. All right, Pierce, focus. Here comes a bit of a cliff. Oh, wow, my suspension felt that one for sure. Okay, that path is complete. Those bear tracks are still bothering me though, listeners. Pierce, old boy, you'd better watch your back.
Only 2 events left, driver, with some big things still in store. The event originally didn't get safety clearance when Pierce pitched it to Motorfest after his test run, but he got them to come around. He's a passionate man. We're talking about a volcanic race with a very hefty vehicle and some out-of-control sections. Stay safe. you are. Hope you enjoy the race as much as Pierce's feedback. Looks like, yet again, he got himself caught in quite a situation.
Entry 8. I'm sure of it now. I'm dealing with a bloody bear. According to the news flash I managed to get, the big furry thing escaped from the Honolulu Zoo. He's tracked me all the way to the volcano. That Paddington's after me. Climb to the top. You want a piece of me, Teddy B? Come and get me up there. My machine is in dire straits. Come on, buddy. Don't let me down. He's right behind me. He's managed to follow me up here. Damn it, he's pressuring me. Going back down at full speed, no choice. All right, try to catch me now, you fat bastard.
No shame in trying again. My car almost ended up on its roof. To anybody listening, use a proper sturdy machine for this ride. Like a Hummer, or maybe a bloody tank. What the hell? This animal's not giving up. Maybe some sharp zigs and zags will catch him off guard. Wait for it. Sharp left. Now, to the right. That's it, I think I'm safe. Who's laughing now, bear boy? Tough ones, but this... God damn, I can't believe it! He's back! Sounds like our good friend Pierce was in a tight spot back there. But anyway, back to business. This is your last chance for off-road glory, and it's bound to be difficult. You'll have to keep control of a fast rally car through the narrowest parts of Hawaii. This is the final event of this Motorfest series, and it's a banger. Here, the last part of Pierce's adventures. I'm not going to spoil anything for you, but, well, I do have one question. Do all humans talk to bears?
Pierce's log, entry 9. Holy marmalade, another eventful night. That bear eventually caught up with me. Such a resilient opponent. You've got to respect that. But hey, you know what? He turned out to be quite the nice fella. Once we got past the silliness, we really got on like a house on fire. We've got a lot in common, actually. Anyway, we chatted over a fish supper, then went our separate ways. Vaya con Dios, my runaway friend. Live free, I say. Back to work, our very last trail. I started way up in the mountains, and I'm currently going wild on the descent. This will undoubtedly call for a fast yet versatile vehicle. Comes to mind is the Audi S1 EKS RX Quattro, a 600 HP four-wheel drive. Drives in the tightest of curves. My word, this is going to be spectacular. I get to enjoy a final glimpse of that beautiful Hawaiian jungle. Gorgeous. That's it. Got all I need for Volume 2 now. Time for a well-deserved break. Maybe I'll go to the cinema tonight. I hope iRide is still showing. Wow, what a bloody journey. We're through, listeners. Until our next adventure, peace out.
Make sure to get your vehicle reward, driver. Well done, driver. That was a rough one. As you've seen, even the most seasoned specialist wouldn't get out of this playlist unscathed. Yep, and that's an understatement. Anyway, you managed to tame the wilderness once more, and that calls for a reward. You know the drill. Drive, container, get your prize. Right ahead. This time, we got you a special edition of the Jeep Wrangler. Your off-roading addiction just took a turn for the worse. A new playlist means new adventures, driver. Time for something fresh and new. is a red letter day. You're signing up for one of our most exclusive experiences to date. A partnership with the quintessential sports car manufacturer, Ferrari, the prancing horse.